All right. So we got a special guest, NovaCastTV. How are you, man?
I'm well, I'm
Playing,
well.
bro. Stellar or not, thank you for coming, brother. Like, for real. Um, my internet just went out there. It was a little choppy. But I just wanted to show my appreciation for you basically giving me the opportunity to make my first YouTube video, for being the first person that I interview. I wanted to give you a book. I'm going to send it over to your house, just like, after this call, just send me over
Oh,
your
hell
house.
yeah.
Our book is called All You Need to Know About the Music Business.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Have you read that book before?
Yeah, I have it actually.
Okay. I have another one for you. I know for a fact that you didn't read it. It's called Artist Management by Paul Allen. Have you read it before?
I have not read that one, no.
That one is really good. It's about artist management. It's really meant for managers, but it's really good for artists to like know what to look for in a manager. Do you have a manager yet?
No, I do not. I do
You
not.
don't. Yeah, you're probably. I don't know if you're already getting like a bunch of calls and stuff from like management companies or whatever, but you will.
Uh-huh.
And that's just going to be like a really good book for you to reference when you're about to hire somebody or when you're about to sign a contract.
Right.
So yeah, so first off, I wanted to talk a little bit about how you got into like making the video game content for your YouTube channel and how all that went.
Right. So, I started making video game content when I was a freshman in high school.
Hmm.
I was just a normal kid who liked to play video games. Everyone plays video games for the most part. And yeah, like I saw like my favorite YouTubers just like making videos, and like obviously like me being like a young kid, I just wanted to like be like them. So that's how I like started making videos, like nothing like out of the ordinary in that sense. But like yeah, what really like picked up my channel is I posted a video that was like a FIFA coin glitch or some shit, and it was like a legitimate glitch that like I used to use to like get free coins in FIFA 15. Like so this was like a while ago. And then I didn't post again for a year. I didn't even like know what happened on my YouTube channel like at all. And I come back a year later just like to look at my stats on my YouTube channel, and I see the video and it has like 250,000 views and I have like 1,000 subscribers, and I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, I'm like, what? So that was like how that kind of started. Cause and then I was like, yo, like I have 1,000 subscribers, might as well like make videos. So I started playing Halo, and I was really good at Halo. I was like really, really good at Halo. I used to play in like tournaments for like money,
Hmm.
and I used to do like 1v1 tournaments for like cash. I think I won around like $400 total. I mean, that's not like a lot, but like at the time it was a lot for me, especially like being in high school.
Hmm.
And yeah, I used to make like video game content on Halo. I was nasty at it, so people just used to watch me because I was good. And I used to like do tips and like jump tutorials and like small little things.
Hmm.
And then Fortnite came along, and Halo was like had been out for a while, right? And I was getting bored of it. I think everyone was getting bored of it, everyone in that community, and we were all looking for games to jump to. And Fortnite came out at the like perfect time, and it was the first like battle royale game on Xbox, and Halo's an Xbox game. So I hopped over to Fortnite, started playing Fortnite, and I was really good at it. I used to like absolutely like shit on kids like first couple of seasons, like season 1 through like 5. I would shit on like I'd win more than I'd lose. It in like solos or like duos or squads. I pretty much win every other game to every game. Um, but yeah, like what happened was Fortnite blew up when like around Christmas time of like I think 2018, or like the start of 2018, Christmas time of like 2017, started 2018. It like blew up, right? Everyone started playing that game. And I was already there. I'd been playing it for like 4 months already, and I was nasty at it. So everyone just like started watching me play it. My channel exploded in growth. I had before that I had around like 7,000 subscribers from Halo. But yeah, it exploded in growth. I got like 65,000 subscribers within like the next like 2 to 3 months. Me being in high school, like at the time I wasn't really making any money off of anything. I didn't really have like a legitimate job. I mean, I used to do YouTube for like fun. But then like it blew up, and it was an insane amount of like income out of nowhere. So I started like cashing out from YouTube, and people were like, what the hell? Like this kid's making bank from fucking playing video games. And yeah, like I just used to post Fortnite content. All my videos would do like over like 500,000 views, like when I was like at my peak. And then college started, and my channel basically died. Like the
What?
second I
Stop posting, right?
not that I stopped posting, it's just Fortnite's a game that you like need to stay on top of your shit because it evolves, right? Most games you can be good at it and like take a step back and come back and still be good at it. But with Fortnite, like the building and the metas change so fast that like you always need to just be on top of your shit, otherwise you fall behind. Anyone who's good at Fortnite right now, you will see that they're like insane builders. You know what I mean? Like it's not the game it used to be at all, right? It's completely different meta, different game now. Like, remember, did you ever play Fortnite in like the early days?
Nah, I wasn't a Fortnite guy. I was like, I'm an old guy. Like, I was playing like RuneScape, like, I don't know, like,
Okay.
what, like 8 years ago?
Yeah,
I'm an
yeah.
MMO guy.
Yeah. Anyone who plays Fortnite will be able to attest to the fact that like season 1 through like 3, like building was like cool, but it wasn't as crazy as it is now. Like now building is like literally the entire game. So yeah, I wasn't able to keep up with the metas because I was like focusing on school and shit. And yeah, my channel basically died. And around that time too, I started like picking up music. Like I started dipping my like toes into like that field, and I had to like make a choice because I can't do like 20 things at once, you know? Like I was trying to balance YouTube with making music, with doing well in school and having a social life and getting sleep. And like, you can only do 3 things, not 5. You know what I mean? Like, it was really hard to balance all of them. So I had to give one up, and I gave up YouTube. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's the story. But yeah, what YouTube did give me was it gave me a bag. It gave me a fucking bag that I spent on studio time. So that's how I was able to like afford like going to like the studio in Boston, like getting my shit like mixed and like buying the beats and like that type of shit. So yeah,
Yeah,
at
that's
least
awesome, man.
yeah, it set me up to do well in music for sure.
That's great, bro. You honestly answered like 2 of my follow-up questions. That's hilarious. Yeah. I was gonna ask, like, what was the transition, where you were like, okay, I want to do music. Like, I understand, like, you were like telling me that you wanted to transition, and then you were like, you had these 3, 4 things that you were balancing. You needed to drop a couple of things off. I went through the same thing. But like, what made you actually want to do music? Like, you had inspiration when you were doing Fortnite, but what was the inspiration for music?
So I was on YouTube one day, and I saw Juice World freestyle. Like I was just watching like his Tim Westwood TV freestyle, and he was just going off.
That's crazy. That
Like
one's
Juice World,
crazy.
yeah, dude, he's so talented. Rest in peace. But he was one of my favorite artists at the time, and I like was just watching these videos of him like doing these ridiculous freestyles, and I think like those videos were relatively like new at the time, because this was like 2018 when I was like watching these, and
Yeah.
there was like a recommended video on the side of it that was like anyone can freestyle. It was like a clickbaity ass like video just recommended on the side, and like me feeling mad inspired by Juice like going off for an hour straight with like
Yeah,
actual
bro. Oh my
cohesive
God, I
bars,
flipped.
bro.
I flipped
Yeah,
when I saw
and
that.
the thing is like he's spitting bars, dude. It's like it's insane. But yeah, I clicked on this video and took the tips that the guy said, and I just tried freestyling like 10 minutes after, like 5 minutes after I watched the video. Got like a fucking random beat off YouTube, and I just tried freestyling and I could do it. And I was just like mind fucking blown by the fact that I could freestyle. And I'm not gonna say it's anywhere near as good as Juice. I cannot spit cohesive bars when I freestyle. I can like rhyme and say stuff that makes sense, but I can't like put punchlines together like he does. Like him and Wayne are like the goats. I just like I can like do the most normal type of freestyle. Juice is like the goat type of freestyle, you know? But yeah, I could do freestyles, and that's kind of what got me into music. It's just like, yo, this is actually like a talent that I can't like go to waste. And that's when I started writing. So what I do with my creative process is I'll hear a beat and I'll freestyle a melody that I like spit just random fucking words to a melody I like, and
Mhm.
like save the melody away, and I just like put together uh, the best melodies that I think I can come up with to a song, and then I go back in and change the freestyle lyrics to like something that actually like has a punchline and shit. later. So yeah, it was me learning that I could freestyle that kind of triggered the fact that I was gonna make music.
That's an interesting one. I haven't heard that one before. I've heard
Yeah,
like, oh, this person inspired me, but it was more like maybe like the lyrical content or whatever, you know what I mean? Or like I just really like the way this person sings or raps or whatever. The
yeah,
freestyling, that's really interesting.
yeah. It was mad random too. It was just like out of the blue. It was like
That's
I
like
could do
something
it, and
straight out of like Eminem's story or something like that, you know? Like
yeah,
the battle rappers and stuff.
yeah,
Really cool.
yeah.
So you told me what ways like your YouTube helped you with your music. So you said you made some money off of it, right? And you were able to put that into like recording and going to the studio. I saw you created an album with the money.
Mhm.
Like what other ways has YouTube helped with your music?
Oh, biggest thing I would say is TikTok. YouTube helped with TikTok. Because it taught me the skills to like edit off platform. And the second I started posting videos that were edited off platform, that's when my TikTok started like blowing up. I had like
Premiere?
3,000 Premiere. Yeah, I had it on Premiere.
Okay.
It's just like the text. Like if you use text that isn't like default TikTok text, like it catches people attention. It catches their attention. They're like, "What the hell is this?" And they'll like watch the video or like at least get like hooked a little bit until you actually hook them in with your story or whatever the hell you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Or like catches their eye. But yeah, I like the second I started editing off platform, scripting out my videos, because on YouTube I used to script edit off platform, like that type of shit, right? So it just gave me a lot of experience. And in terms of like how the algorithms work and how YouTube videos like blow up, it's like it's similar to TikTok. If I'm being completely honest, like YouTube's 10 times harder than TikTok.
It is.
So
I agree.
yeah, it's way harder. So it gave me a lot of experience in like how things like grow and how you shouldn't like give up if your shit's like not popping, because you just need one video to get you off the ground, and then you can grow off that. And anyone will have one video that goes viral if they throw shit at the wall hard enough and their content's good enough. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Anyone can. You just have to like bang your head against the wall until you finally break through it.
Yeah, and I
But
noticed
yeah.
with TikTok, make one shitty video, and like you can make like the shittiest quality video in terms of like the way it's edited. It could be right on TikTok. You don't have to have like a what's it called, uh, Premiere edited TikTok video, and it could still blow up. On YouTube,
Yeah, yeah.
that's not gonna happen. You can't just put the camera up to your face and like make a viral
Oh
video.
yeah, of
Impossible.
course. Yeah, no way, no way. But yeah,
Impossible.
with TikTok too, like yeah, anything can blow up. Like like I think I privated most of my early videos because they're straight garbage. But like I think I posted like 200 TikToks just using like the
Whoa, I did
like
not know that.
yeah, because I private all of them. They're just garbage. They're all garbage, bro. Like getting from the 0 to like the like 300, 400 follower range is so hard. You probably know what I'm talking about. Like
Yeah,
getting off
for
like the
sure.
ground. Like when you're getting like 10, 15 views a post, it's like so disheartening. But you just keep fucking doing it, and then eventually you'll have something that gets like 2,000 views, and you'll be like, holy fuck, like it got 2,000 views, and then gets progressively better and better.
My
But yeah,
breakthrough was a little weird. Like my breakthrough was a little weird like that. I had a different account where I was posting like comedy, whatever type of sketch videos, and then the artist that I'm managing is like, "Yo, like you know so much about music marketing. Why don't you just teach that?" So I made a second account, and my second video did well. So like,
really,
yeah, it's weird. You never know, bro. You really don't.
yeah.
With
I
TikTok.
think my like 200th video was a video that like did it. It was like I clickbaited Charlie D'Amelio dancing to my song. So I just downloaded one of her like dances and I put my song in the background and I just like let her dance to it. And then I popped up in the middle of the screen. I was like, "Gotcha, bitch. This is my song." And it got like 100,000 views. And at the time that was like insane to me because like the most views it ever gotten was like 2,000. And that was what like kind of got me on the up,
That's
up
really
and up.
cool, bro. That's really cool. That was like some YouTube clickbait skill right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so before I fully transition into music related questions, I wanted to get your reaction on some of the negative comments on your videos. I thought that would be fun and you would have
Oh yeah, yeah,
a laugh off of it.
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
But honestly, they were mostly positive. It was kind of hard to find this, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a look. I'm going to make sure I find something because I know he's going to love this. Hold on. Let me get through my screenshots. Okay, so this one person, Walter Witt DeMellon, writes, "Why is having a viral song your only personality trait?"
Bro, if you're not marketing your shit and you have a video blow up on your TikTok page and you're an artist and the video blows up and has nothing to do with your music, you know how fucking garbage that feels? Feels awful. That's why every single video I post, I always mention my music, because by the off chance it goes viral, if I don't mention it, like that's an opportunity I missed out on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, word.
Like an example of that's like there's this person called Dempsey Hope, makes fire music, and I was following him to kind of like when I was on the come up, like to see what he kind of did to like blow up, because he had like 100,000 when I got on TikTok, and I kind of followed a whole bunch of accounts that were doing well and kind of like saw what they were doing and try to replicate it in like my own way. He sometimes will post a video that's just him just like chilling and doing something like random. Like the other day he posted a video of him like showing off his new shoes. I got like 4 million views.
Oh my God, that's kind of
And
sad,
then
bro.
exactly, and he makes music, and like if one of his videos where he was singing got 4 million views, like that would be way more beneficial to him than him showing off his shoes. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
that's why I don't do like random like personality, like, oh, I'm just chilling like type videos, because if those blow up, like nothing's coming out of it in terms of like music, you know. But I do try to do like creative videos. I'm not only going to be, and I talk about like numerous songs of mine. So, I mean, technically, like I'm trying to switch up my content for sure, but I always like to talk about my music because I don't want something like that to happen, because you just feel so shit about that, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
why did my fucking shoe video blow up when I've been posting like videos about my music all the time? You know, that's the reason why, I guess.
Yeah, where my boy Donnie Ricky Desktop was telling me the same thing when he first hit me up before any of his beats blew up, and he's like, "Dude, I have this one video has 1.5 million views, and I post all these videos about my music. Nothing ever works, bro." Like he was like mad frustrated. It was really funny.
Exactly. Like, dude,
Finally made it
that's the
work.
reason why. Yeah. So when people are like, "Oh, all you do is talk about your song, bro," we get it. I'm just like, dude, you got to do this. You know, like it's promotion. It's
Or
TikTok. Like you might have heard about my song like 30 times because I keep posting it, but like tons of other people don't even know who I am, and I'm just getting myself out there by talking about it. You
bro,
know.
honestly, your music is fire, bro. If I hear Ashes 30 times, I wouldn't mind.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, the last one. So someone writes Gabrielle.R. Sounds like every generic song from 2010, like the Maroon 5 days. Like this music just so not for me, dude.
Bro, Maroon 5 is fire. If he
I
says I
agree.
sound like Maroon 5, bro, that's like the biggest compliment ever. I fucking love them, dude. I
Me too.
fucking love them. So
Yeah.
yeah, if they say I sound like generic people and then they say Maroon 5 is generic people, like they don't know what they're talking about. And that's a compliment because Maroon 5 is fucking amazing, you know? They've consistently put out hits for like in the past decade, always put out like at least a handful of hits off
Bro,
of every
20 years
project.
already, man. 18
Yeah,
years.
yeah, like I mean, I started listening to Maroon 5 like probably like from moves like Jagger, like that stage, you know. But yeah, they've been putting out like shit like for since like 2002, I think, right?
2002 was their first
Songs
album,
about
and they were
Jane.
making music before that too.
Yeah, like they've just consistently like been up there. So if you're gonna say I sound like them, that's just a compliment to me, you know.
Yeah, bro. Adam Levine is on some next shit, man. He's
Yeah,
still successful, still like talked about in pop culture, man. Like so influential.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, now I wanted to jump into Ashes and
Mhm.
like talk about your recording process with that song. And like, did you know it was going to be a hit? Like,
Oh
were you
yeah.
expecting it to be like a viral sensation on TikTok or?
Okay, I didn't expect it to as well as it did, but I knew this song was the song. Like if you go on my Instagram, like before I was like hyping up my post, at the time I had no followers at all. Ash just pretty much did everything for me. I had like nothing. I think I had under 1,000 followers on Instagram,
On Instagram. Okay.
and I had like maybe like 400 on TikTok, right?
Hmm.
I posted a little paragraph saying my song Ashes is dropping like in the next like week. Be sure to pre-save this song. This is a song that's gonna change everything. Mark my words. You'll know when you hear it, but this is a song that's gonna do it. Like
Wow.
it did. And like I knew it was a hit the second I made it, bro. Like I have an ear for music. Like I find songs that blow up all the time, all the fucking time. It's kind of weird how many songs that I've found that like have blown up early, and I'll be like, yo, like peep this shit. And I know there's a lot that goes into blowing up the song now, but like it's a lot of luck and it's like a lot of label shit, like realistically, that like will actually like blow up a song. So I mean, like looking in retrospect, like I was like, oh yeah, I just have an ear of like an angel, but there's like a lot of fucking shit that goes into it. But I'm able to tell what good music is, you know? Like Arizona Zervis, his song Roxanne, found it the day it came out, literally the day it came out, and I'm like, this song's gonna be a fucking hit. Showing all my friends. No, the day it came out, like on Spotify.
On Spotify, okay.
Yeah, I knew his song FML, Fuck My Life.
So you've been following him before he got like really big, right?
Yeah, and he dropped Roxanne, and I was telling everyone like, yo, this is a hit, like this is a hit, and then it blew the fuck up. And the same thing with like YNW Melly's like Murder on My Mind, Juice WRLD's like Lucid Dreams, right? I found that on SoundCloud. I just do it all the fucking time, bro. I do it all the time, and like when I heard Ashes, I couldn't stop listening to my own song, right? When I made that song, and I know like I love listening to my shit, and might be a little weird that I like listening to my shit, but I make music that I like. And out of all my songs, like it was the one I like to listen to the most, you know? So I was like, okay, this song's it. This is it.
See, yo, that's always the best, man. Like when you can listen to your own music, if you know that if you can listen to it and you're actually enjoying it, then you're like, you know, it's a good song. Because there's some people, they like make their song, they're like, I can't listen to my own shit. Like I'm just gonna put it out there and let the world hear it, and that's it. I can't.
Yeah.
Listen to it. Fuck that. It's too awkward.
Dude, if I don't like it, I'm not putting it out, you know? Like
I agree.
That's my mindset. But yeah.
So like, what was the lead up to it going viral? Like, where you were like, okay, well, like this is happening. Like, what was like the spark on TikTok or wherever it was?
So I kind of like, I wasn't the first person to do this, but I was the first person to optimize this idea. I think I was one of the first people to do this. But I saw this video on my TikTok where some dude was like, yo, like, if anyone hits a million views on their TikTok with my sound, I'll pay you $1,000, right? It was just like a video of him saying that. And he ended up having to pay like 7 people $1,000, right? And he like deleted the video. He's like, the challenge is over. Leave me alone. I can't pay that many people. And I was just like, what if I like change the numbers around? So I like took a screenshot of like me on my notes, and it's like a million views is $100, like 500,000 views $50. Yeah, so I did that, kind of optimized it. I was the first one to like come up with those numbers. Everyone started following my footsteps after I did that. Like you saw
you
that.
The first person to do that. I saw there was like a whole week of just like artists doing that, just nonstop.
Yeah,
one after another.
I was the one
that's when I found you. I think it was off that video. To be honest with you.
Really? Yeah, that was like I was the first person to optimize it. I wasn't the first person to do it, but I was the first person to do that. So a lot of people copied me, and it was a one-time thing because everyone fucking started doing it, and then it like became like oversaturated and didn't work anymore. But yeah, I did that, and my video went from my song. The videos on my song went from nothing to 4,000 overnight, and that's what like really like started everything. I mean, what like really blew it up came later, but yeah, that's what got my song to like 100,000, and then like from. I mean, I consistently posted TikToks and it kind of
streams or videos.
Yeah, 100,000 streams.
Okay.
Went from like 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000. Right. So first day I got 1,000 streams. By the end of the first week it was 10,000 just by me on TikTok like promoting it. And then when it hit 10,000, I dropped that video, and then by the week after that it hit 100,000. So it was like exponential growth. And then from there it was fairly consistent, slow build up to 1 million. It took like a month or so to get to 1 million after that. But yeah, those 4,000 videos slowly turned into 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it kind of capped at 10. But yeah, that's what got my song exposure. Over like a span of like a month, it went from, I think a little over a month, it went from 0 to 1 million. But that was like the starting point for sure for that. And the like beautiful thing about it was because I optimized the system, I only ended up paying $500 for 10 million views worth of exposure.
Smart. Really smart.
Yeah,
you which is keep it up with where that guy was like freaking out, right?
Exactly. So like I optimized it, and I was one of the first people to do it, so like actually worked, you know. But yeah, what really
actually good. So some people promoting songs that aren't that crazy.
Yeah, it translated. That was like the best part of it, you know. Like I was seeing a return on the videos made.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the thing that like really, really did it was when I made that video that like I was going through like the videos like on the top of my feed, and I noticed that when people use ashes, like they tend to get more views. And obviously correlation isn't causation, but like I just noticed a trend, and I didn't know this video was gonna blow up. Like, but I was just throwing random shit at the wall. That's what you got to do with TikTok. Like, just come up with like unique ideas and like try them. So I made a video saying, hey, like I think my sound helps you go viral, right? And then that video went viral. And everyone started using my fucking sound. Like after that video, it went from 10,000. It took me like a month and a half to get to 10,000 like creates with my sound. And the next day I woke up to like 25,000.
That's
And
insane.
then the
And
day
yo,
after that,
and to put it into perspective, this video that you're talking about right now came out like a month ago. So
came
like
out, yeah, a little over a
month
month
ago.
ago now.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then it just amplified. Like every day I'd wake up and it just have more and more and more and more and more. And then after that, like it was out of my hands. I didn't really do anything at that point because like TikTok ran its like course, and like it's all luck at that point. Like there was a trend that was started with like POV people, right? Like the POV community, where there was like something about like lives, like, oh, this is how many like lives I have.
Mm-hmm.
Or there was like some trend like that got started, and thousands of POV people started making videos. And like the best part of those is that it's text on the screen and it's just my sound the whole time, right? So like it just got ingrained in people's heads, and I saw a huge translation in streams. I went from averaging 20,000 to 30,000 streams a day to a huge spike. It went up to 150,000 within a span of like 4 or 5 days.
Wow. A day.
And then a day. And then something random happened again. Like I'd say like 2 weeks ago, I saw another huge spike in streams because like I think 7 or 8 people in a small time span posted huge videos with my sound, and it jumped up another 100K out of nowhere. So now my song's sitting at like 300K streams a day, and I don't like most of that was luck.
Oh my God. That's
But I definitely got the ball rolling to the point where like the butterfly effect kind of like went into play, you know, and I didn't have to do anything anymore.
that's called the viral loop already right there. So like you like kind of like picked this snowball up, you were kind of rolling it down the hill yourself, and then it just fucking just kept going and going.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Bro, that's just insane. Yo, I noticed a recurring theme like in your album songs and in all your songs in general that like you talk about alcohol. Like, do you use that for like lyrical content, or like do you like that ass like drink?
I like to drink, but I don't have like an alcohol problem. If that, like, I'm in a fraternity, so it's like we all drink,
What's your
you know?
drink of choice? What do you beer?
Yes, beer. I love beer.
I heard
Yeah.
you mention Ronas. Like Rona?
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, like I don't know, because I am in a fraternity. It's like we all drink together. You know, it's what you do.
You're
So
still in college.
huh?
You're still in college.
Yeah. So it's like I mean, drinking's like it's fun. I talk about drinking and smoking. Like I drink and smoke. Everyone in college drinks and smoke, you know, for the most part. But yeah, I do like to drink, so I'm not gonna say I don't. Drinking is fun. It's a fun time. But I'm also not an alcoholic. You're not called an alcoholic until you leave college, you know. So technically, I'm just a college student. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that you mentioned that. That's like a big topic of conversation, or like a topic of singing for what's it called? For country singers.
Alcohol.
Yeah, nah, Coronas and like beer in general, they like love
Yeah.
talking about that stuff. I don't know if you listen to country at all. My bad.
I actually have been exposed to a good amount of country music.
My bad. There's like some ambulance outside.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
So like, what's the most prominent figure that's contacted you so far?
Prominent like figure, as in
Yeah,
like
like I don't know, like some big TikToker that you really liked or whatever, or like a famous
I
person.
guess the most like clouded person I've talked to is probably like 24K Golden.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I talked to him on like a Zoom call, and he gave me some advice. He talked to a group of us. There's like a whole bunch. There's like a collective on TikTok called the ANA Freshmen.
Hmm.
It's just like a whole bunch of TikTok creators that are trying to make it with music and have gotten the ball rolling like off the ground. So it's just like a group of us. We all have a group chat, and the coordinator, Live to Create, kind of organized this Zoom call with 24K, and he just gave us all advice. So I talked to him. Another cool person a lot of people know is Lil Bibby. Lil Bibby reached out to me. That's a cool one. He's the person who signed Juice World. I talked to him on the phone. And then yeah, I mean, I've talked to a whole bunch of like people at like labels, but
So you're getting some label outreach too.
oh yeah, a lot of label outreach. Everyone's interested in the song right now, which is cool. But yeah, in terms of like prominent, like super famous people, like not many super famous. A lot of like decently like good amount of following on TikTok. Like Nice Michael, like I'm friends with Nice Michael. Uh,
He's
Iron
an OG on
Sanctuary,
TikTok.
huh?
He's an OG on TikTok. Nice,
Yeah,
Michael.
exactly. Yeah, he lives close to me. I actually like hang out with him.
Yeah, I saw
He's
you had
really
a
cool.
video with him. It's
Yeah.
dope.
And then like Iron Sanctuary, Anti Steezy,
Hmm.
like just like a lot of TikTokers like my stuff. But like if you're saying like famous, I'd say probably 24K Golden is probably the biggest person I've talked to.
Yeah, he has a Billboard song at this point. His song
Yeah,
is like number 26 right now. It's crazy.
yeah, it's a good song. I knew with that song too. Second I heard it. Second I heard it.
Yeah, that song was good.
I'm like always the type of person to, like check my like release radar or like New Music Friday. Saw Mood the second it came out again, like literally the day they dropped it, because I like E and Dior too. So I was like, okay, this song's fire, and I've just seen it grow, and I was like, called it again, bro. I called it again. I always do that shit.
And
It's mad
Ian's getting
funny.
big this year too. He got really big this year.
Yeah. Ian's
Um,
fire. He makes some fire shit for real.
I was gonna ask, what's your most personal song that you've released to date?
So there currently I dropped the project, right? Like last year.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, but I took it off DSPs recently.
Really?
I took off all my music that isn't dark pop from all major DSPs because I want to define my sound, you know? I kind of like want to stick to the lane of dark pop because that's clearly what people like. Like people fucking love Ashes. Blair is doing it like 10 times better than any of my other songs. And my other songs are like all over the place in terms of vibe. The only consistent thing about them is that it's me singing them. So I took down a lot of my old music, left it up on SoundCloud and YouTube. So now it's like OG music
Hmm.
that like if you've been around from the beginning, you're gonna know about it, and you can go and listen to it and like show your friends like, oh, like look at this song that he made like hella early. Because now it's like even Post Malone did that. Post Malone has like an OG mixtape that you can find on YouTube. Like a whole bunch of artists have like OG stuff. Like even Juice World has OG music that you can find. But yeah, out of my OG discography, there's a lot of deep shit.
Yeah, I heard
There's a
that
song
album
called
especially. You had some like really deep songs.
yeah. There's a song called August 6th. That song is definitely my deepest song. It was about this girl that I thing with. It didn't end up working out, and she wrote me a letter to why it wouldn't work, and then I never saw her again in person after that. And we used to hang out like all the time. She literally came up to my door, handed me a letter, and like left, and I never spoke to her like in person again.
Wow,
So I wrote a song about that. I interpolated the letter into the song, so it's like her letter and then like my response, basically.
that's really dope, bro.
Yeah, that
Why
was
didn't you
the
keep that one up? That one is dope.
because like it wasn't like anything like Ashes or Blair. It was a cool song, but at the time, like I didn't know when I was making music at the time. It was just like, oh, do I like the beat? And if I like the beat, I'd make a song over it. It wasn't like, oh, like this is a sound like what I'm doing now in terms of Ashes and Blur and like that type of stuff. No one's ever heard shit like that before,
Yeah,
like that.
they sound like Z100 pop hits, both of them.
Yeah, I don't not exactly sure that means Z100.
Z100, oh, Z100 is like a big radio station in New York.
Oh, okay.
Top
Yeah.
of the Empire State Building. They're like really famous. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
Elvis
dope.
Grant.
Yeah, they're straight pop songs with like an EDM-ish beat
Hmm.
with a pop punk type of inflection, right? No one's doing that. Literally no one has the sound that is like nothing sounds like Ashes, like period. Um and I recognize that, and that's why I want to stick to that sound, because I found something that's niche that is also mainstream. And if I stick to that, I know in terms of imaging in the future, like if I just have sounds like that on my page, like people will be like, holy shit, like this is fire. And they'll be able to relate to it more. Well, if they went through my old discography and they found like Last Summer, which I love that song, but it's super like good vibesy, like chill, happy song. You know what I mean? It
Hmm.
just doesn't fit that vibe. And if I want to like keep an image, kind of like like the weekend has an image, then I need to like pick a lane, the
He
lane that
has
I
he has
carved out for
an image
myself.
though, but he does have his branded songs though, right? Like the album songs. There's nothing wrong with like having um so like you have, let's say if you made an album, right, and then the singles were Ashes and Blur,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with having August 6th as one of the album songs or something like that. You know what I mean? Like if you have an
Yeah.
album, everything sounds slightly different, similar vibe, but everything sounds slightly different. It's dark or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's dark, but it was also like you can hear the trap beats in it.
Hmm.
There's traps. And, like that's the main problem with my old album. They're more like rap songs. They're less pop, more rap. And
Right, okay.
if you listen to my new stuff, there's no traps. It's all synth. It's all synth, like synth bass, like eerie sounds. Like yeah, like that was a more sad song, right? But it was also over a trap beat, and that's the problem. It's more of like an emo rap song than a dark pop song. You get what I'm saying?
So you're
It's
trying to completely get away from this trap, right? Everything.
yeah. I'm just trying to like I found my sound and I want to stick to it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
want to just like have my sound like clearly defined, but it's there on my SoundCloud and my YouTube for the OGs who used to like the song to check out. And hey, if it like starts doing ridiculously well on SoundCloud, if like I blow up, like might release in the future with like a different beat, but like same song, who knows?
word. Maybe, yeah, maybe. I mean, I've seen artists like literally remake, like they take lyrical content from their old songs and they remake it just because they became a better artist or whatever, and they'll just make it
Yeah.
sound better. Same subject matter, it's a better song.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that too. Like, I definitely evolved in terms of lyricism from back then as well. So
Bro,
it's
for
like,
1 year, man, you really improved. Like from just listening to what you were doing last year and this year, it's crazy.
thank you,
And
thank you.
you only started recording in like late 2018, early 2019, right?
Yeah, I started, yeah, pretty much. 2019. I didn't record anything in 2018. I started writing in 2018, but I didn't record anything until 2019.
Okay. So last question, man. What are your goals right now? Like, what does Stellar look like 5 to 10 years from now?
I just want to be like a global sensation, just dropping like pop hits, like chart topping pop hits. That's just every song I want to put out as a single, I want it to hit like chart on Billboard, like top 10, like hits, like consistently. I just want to be like a certified hit maker. That's what I want to be.
That's dope. Anybody you want to work with? Any pop stars, major?
Oh yeah, of course. Like I mean, like the biggest ones like Post Malone, like The Weeknd, they'd be sick to work with. And then like Drake. But like those are like huge reaches from now. Maroon 5, I'd love to work with Maroon 5. Uh, but like more realistic people that I would want to work with in the near future, like Kid Leroy, 24K
So
Golden.
dope. He's so dope.
Yeah, like those are like some people that I think. Machine Gun Kelly with his new like pop
Really?
punk sound.
Oh yeah, he has like a punk rock sound. Yeah. He's,
Yeah, I think he'd sound sick, like on one of my tracks, because like my inflection is kind of like that. It's
mhm.
kind of like a pop punk inflection, like the way I'm singing. Like you could put it over, like people compare me to like Green Day, you know?
I could hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that's pop punk. So
Would you
right,
work with Baby
like
Rexa? She's dope, man. She has that. She has that sound too.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm open to working with like pretty much anyone. I just have to fuck with what you're doing, right? But the people I want to work with were the people I mentioned.
Those people are dope, man. I think that's a perfect list, and they like really fit your category right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, man, Stellar, thank you for coming on here. Like, I really appreciate it. Like I said, first YouTube video, first interview, like, dope. And this is great. Like, you gave a lot of really good advice. Like, I really appreciate how you were super open. Like, you really gave the nitty gritty details. And I think a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
of
artists
course.
benefit from listening to this. I really appreciate that, man.
Hell yeah, of course. I got you.
You got it, bro. Wanted to tell you one more thing. Oh yeah. If you want to promote anything, if you want to tell the world what you got coming.
Yeah, so I'm working on a dark pop album. Have a few songs in my back pocket that are all slappers. If you think Ashes is good, just wait. There's shit that's just as good coming out soon. Just as good, if not better.
I like Blur
Uh,
even more than Ashes, bro. To be honest with
really? You
you.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Hell yeah.
you're
But
getting
yeah,
better.
I have shit in my back pocket all with that sound. And it's a very unique sound. So it's gonna be an album that people don't know that they need, but when they hear it, they'll love it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm working on. Yeah, my handle is RNB Stellar everywhere. So if you want to like check out what I'm doing, just drop me a follow there. And
I'll put it in the description on the video as well.
all right, weird. Yeah, but other than that, unfortunately, no music coming very soon because I am putting together this project. So I'd say in a couple of months, maybe I'd be dropping something. My project, maybe 2, 3, 4. Depends on if I'm comfortable with it. I want it to be fire. So when I'm like, okay, this is fire, I'll drop it. But Ashes is moving hot. So just like keep an eye out for that because that song's not going anywhere and it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and more people are gonna see it. So I can kind of like write off that for a little while. But there is new stuff coming. So if you guys want to be updated on that, just follow my socials and when it is coming by, then you'll be the first to know.
I'm gonna link everything in here. Thank you again for coming on, bro. Really
Oh yeah,
appreciate it.
of course, of course.